Hello. Well, at the moment, um, our time is actually 12:45.
Yeah.
Okay. I have someone here. Let's say host is around. That's good.
I think she's online.
Yes, I'm online.
I think you are going to come. We were expecting you at the physical room.
Good afternoon. I'm happy to be here.
Welcome back.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm happy to be here again for the 2024 LSA conference in Lagos. Our time is actually 12:45.
Yes.
And I have five authors that will present their papers. I don't know if they're around at the moment, but they know the time. I've been communicating with them.
It's going to be for. I think it's going to be she's her name appeared, one of the presenters' name appeared in the two places. So she's jumping for the other one.
This one is for session 1M. This is for session 1M, 12:45 to 12:15. The theme for this is library information education.
Yes.
Yes.
I've not seen so one of the panelists, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Gloria.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, ma'am. Please, we need to wait for other people till 12:45.
Of course, I know. I said it's actually 12:45.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma.
Okay, you're welcome.
It's not 12:45 yet.
It's not.
I know. It's not yet time. I know. I know. They will join like 12:45.
She wants to explain to her that her paper says it should be addressed.
Okay, ma.
I'm not the first presenter, I'm the third.
No, they are not first.
We are starting at 12:45.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really fixed. Right. Okay,
Now you can explain it.
Yeah. Okay, good afternoon, Dr. Ngozi.
Yeah, good afternoon.
My name
Yes,
is
you're right.
Okona from Obafemi Awolowo University. I observed and appear in two panels.
Sorry?
I observed that my name appeared in two panels.
Oh, okay. So which one are you going to present in?
I'm going for the one of tomorrow. You're doing it this morning.
Okay.
I think what makes me more there than hello.
Hello, what's your name again, please?
Gloria Okuola. The last presenter there. On affecting the engagement.
Okay, yeah, I've seen your name. Okay, you're supposed to be the last presenter for today.
Yes.
Okay, I've seen your name.
Okay, but my name
is all right.
Okay.
Yes, I can see your name here. Okay, you're free to move to whichever session you like.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, you are from the same faculty.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I've moved to another university in the Ocean State. The new university now.
Okay.
Federal University of Health Science.
Yes, I left this.
Visit here.
It's not gonna like this.
Yeah. Yes.
No, I shared your myself. I shared your job.
Okay.
Because the new program.
Yeah.
The new program really like okay. So,
Hello. Hello.
Please respond.
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, all. Hi. Thank you. Dr. Ngozi Pepeshwa. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. I am Dr. Ngozi Pepeshwa Osuchukwu. I'm going to share this session. This is session 1M from 12:45 to 2:15 with the theme Library, Information, Education. I'm supposed to have 5 presenters that will present 5 papers. I don't know if all of them are here. One of the presenters that her paper appeared twice. So she opted out. She's going to present tomorrow. So literally we have 4 presenters in this session. I don't know if they are here. Is Titilayo Oludayo Adedokun and Oluwayinka Esther Adebute, University of Lagos. Are they here?
Yes.
Is there no? Oh, good. Thank you for coming online. I have the second one titled Assessing Sign Language in Lagos by Obiora Kenneth Ekezie, University of Lagos. Is Obiora here, please?
Yes.
Okay. And the third presenter with the paper titled Feeding the Present from the Past, Symbolic Language, Visual Spaces, and Parenting in the 21st Century by Temitayo Eniola of Obafemi Awolowo University. Is she here, please?
Yes.
Oh, good. Then we have our fourth presenter with the paper titled The Fourth Industrial Revolution and Public University Libraries in Southwestern Nigeria by Bibiere and Selati Ndoka. Are they here?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm happy you're all here today. So thank you so much for coming online. We are going to start with the first paper. We are going to start with the way the names were listed and the papers were listed by LSC. So from my records here, the first presenter should be Titilayo Odunlaye Adedokun and Oluwayinka Esther Adebute. Are you here, please?
Yes.
All right. Good. You are now going to present your paper. Because we are 4 and we have about would that be 1 hour and 45 minutes or 1 hour 30 minutes from 12:45 to 12:15? How many hours is it? I think it's 1.5 hours, right? If I'm not wrong, help me with the calculation, please. How many hours do you have?
How many hours?
It's not up to 2 hours. No, it's up to 2 hours.
It's 1 hour 30 minutes. It's 1 hour 30 minutes.
And since we are 4, how many minutes are we going to allocate for each paper presentation? Remember, there will be questions to answer.
15 minutes, 5 minutes for question.
Okay, so 15 minutes presentation, right? Will that be okay?
It's fine, that's fine, 15 minutes.
15 minutes presentation, then we come back to questions so that we have enough time for questions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we'll now start with you, Titilayo and Oluwayinka. You have 15 minutes to present your paper. I'm sorry I don't have your bio, so I cannot read it. So you can start now.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Move to the place. I want to praise your indulgence in this.
Sorry?
I want the
There is
next
so much noise there.
send my PowerPoint. The connection is not so good. So the second presenter will take.
I didn't get you, please.
But that's woman. She's trying to send her PowerPoints to the organizer.
Okay.
So
All right, please. Presenters. Okay. The other presenters, please do well to go and upload yours now so that it doesn't waste our time. You know, we have limited time for this.
Yeah.
While you wait for her, does she have her bio? Because I asked for bios to be read. Does she have it so we can know more about her while her paper is being uploaded?
Yeah.
Do you have your profile? In your profile here, I asked for it, but I didn't get it. I only got from Obiora and Eniola.
Oh,
I don't have much time.
Sorry.
Okay. While we wait for her, we can be talking and chatting as colleagues while we wait for her. Session. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
There is so much noise there. So much noise. I said, while we wait for Titilayo to upload her slides, we can be doing other things. I don't have her bio. I would have read it while she does that. So she send her bio. So while we wait for her, it's time for networking. And I want to say that all my presenters are mostly from the West. We don't have anybody from the East. I have presenters from the University of Lagos. I'm not surprised because this conference is taking place in your own doorstep. So if LSA have majority of its presenters from Unilag, that's a good thing because this is in your domain. So you should lead while others follow. I also have presenters from Obafemi Awolowo University. That's another good plus. Yeah. I think my presenters are majorly from these universities, if I'm not wrong. All right. Are you ready, Titilayo?
oh, not yet true.
Oh.
Okay.
So that do yours now. Do yours now. Other presenters follow suit and do yours now, so that you don't run into this problem when your time comes, please.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Are you ready?
If you like now ready for presentation, you may have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you. Is Titilayo ready?
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay, so that we have 15 minutes, please. Go on.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can I please say my biodata, my bio information now before I proceed on the presentation? Okay, I should go on with the Yes, good afternoon once again. I am here to present the topic librarians' identities, organizational justice, and turnover prevention in academic libraries in Lagos State. The content of the presentation goes like this: the introduction of professional identity as it is been listed on the slide. Yeah, talking about professional identity, this has to do with values that the person has, or the self-awareness, or the reputation that the person carries as a professional. as a professional. And in this case, now, as a librarian or library officer. Now, it has to do with, just like Osoni said, he said the issue of identity is one that is out of tradition, that is, it has persisted over an appreciable length of time. And it is like one's reputation, it cannot be forced or imposed on one. It is the way you feel yourself, the way you see yourself, your values that you have, the values that you carry, and your intention. Now, librarian's professional identity. This one entails your ideas and with your work, the work you do, and your psychology. That is the way you feel about yourself, about the work you do, the way you carry yourself. Talking about organizational justice at work. This has to do with the way you perceive the fairness in that environment, in that your work environment, or the equity, that is how you are being treated, whether the way they treat you, the way they take you, what they give to you to do, or the way they rate you, how they place you, whether it's fair or not, or whether the way they treat the other person, compared to how you are being treated or you are being assigned roles, whether it is equal or there's inequity. That is what organizational justice is all about. And it is divided into three factors. We have the distributive justice, the procedural justice, and interactional justice. Distributive has to do with your pay, what you are being offered. Maybe you are a librarian too, and another person was employed as a librarian too. How much are you being offered? How much is the other person offered? There may be differences. We have heard about it, about that scenario where two people are being employed at the same time on the same cadre, and their pay are different. And it has to do with rewards as well. When you carry out some task or something being done, maybe special things, are you being rewarded? Are you being commended? Is there any recommendation, maybe even for promotion? Is it fair? Are you being treated fairly, or is it just? That has to do with distributive justice. Then procedural justice is, what you do, the work that is assigned to you compared to your peer, other people, and all that. It has to do with what you do. Whereas interactional justice deals with the way you interact with your supervisor, the decision that is made concerning you, concerning your job, maybe placement, transfer to this section or the other section. Is it just? What you offer, what you carry, what you know, are you being rightly placed? It has to do with your supervisor, giving you that attention or that liberty to appeal to some decisions that is taken about your job. Now, turnover intention. This has to do with the willingness for librarians or any worker to leave or to stay. Willingness to go, willingness to leave that organization. And this has to do with maybe if you get another job, a better job, are you willing to leave? And some people, whether they get better, they may, for so many reasons, tend to stay in their organization or to leave when they get a better job.
Now, the methodology of the study. The study is a survey research design. It is use the survey research design, and the population of the study is librarians and library officers in academic libraries in Lagos. That is in polytechnic library, university libraries, and colleges of education or colleges of agri libraries. And total enumeration method was used, to get staff or respondents for the study. We use questionnaire, self-structure questionnaire to get data from our respondents, and the data collected was analyzed using descriptive statistics by the aid of XPSS. I will just give you the summary of findings. Findings from demographic information show that there are more female than male, as it's been noted over time that there are more female librarians. So our findings also portray that there are more female than males, and that working experience of our respondents, majority of them, about 70%, have had 15 years and more working experience, which made their experienced professionals. And a high percentage of them possess a PhD degree, as it is in academic libraries. You must have a PhD degree because they are rated as academic staff, and it is a must to have a PhD. Now, findings from organizational justice show that retributive justice is low. Why? Especially in the areas of their pay and rewards. So it's very low. Then procedural justice is quite fair. Also, interactional justice is also fair, with a mean of 2.8 out of 4. So we can say that library professionals in academic libraries have interactional justice, meaning that they can interact with their supervisors. Now, findings on professional identity show that librarians have good physical self-concept. They carry themselves well. They are physically fit. And the way they carry themselves, the way they dress, they are good to look at as academics. And also, in the area of social self-concept, they have good social self-concept, as they're relating with others, with colleagues, and patrons in the library. The academic self-concept too is quite good. This talks about quality of their research output. As I said earlier on, we are rated as academic staff, and so you must publish for you to be promoted. So this also shows in the academic self-concept. The transpersonal self-concept also good. They relate well. They have peer recognition, collaborating with other people, right, in the institution, in the library, or even outside the library, at home and at work. Findings on turnover of library professionals shows that it is happy. There are some aspects where they feel that as soon as they get another better job, they will. But it was reveal that even though they may not feel too good where they are, they tend to stick to what they have. And this reason is not perfect. It's because we all know the situation in the country, getting job is not that easy. So whatever you have, you try to hold on to it. So that is reflected in the findings of that study that the turnover is on average. So people tend to hold on to what they have. In conclusion, looking at these variables, that is organizational justice, identity of library professionals, and turnover intention. You see that we can say that library professionals in academic libraries in Lagos have good physical, social, academic, and personal identities, and they perceive their organizational justice to be fair, with exception of their pay and rewards. The turnover intention of library professionals is somehow low, even though many would love to quit their jobs as soon as they get a better one, or yet they prefer to stick to the one they have at hand. Because getting jobs is not that easy in the country. We have 3 recommendations to make from this study. We are recommending that wages and rewards in form of commendations and even in cash should be looked into by the government and also stakeholders, that is library management. You know, there should be commendation when a staff performs these or her duties well or exceptionally. There should be commendations, giving commendation letter, giving some maybe a space to be parking his or her car. That is in kind. Also, organizations, including libraries, should endeavor to recruit and retain talented employees in order to sustain their goals and objectives. Because, you know, when staff are moving from one place to the other, it affects both the organization and even the staff that is moving. So organizations should endeavor to consult this to not to allow turnover. Certainly. The library professionals too should improve on their interpersonal identity. What I mean is that in the way they handle unexpected circumstances, because unexpected can happen, but it is not expected. It's something that just happened. So we should build that resilience to handle any unexpected circumstances. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Titilayo, Olanduya, Adedokun, and sorry, there I'm murdering your name, and Oluwayinke Esther Adebude for that presentation on librarians' identities, organizational justice, and turnover in academic libraries in Lagos State. Thank you for presenting your paper. From what you said, you made us to know, to have this knowledge, that organizational justice is an aspect of placing an employer where he or she should be placed, and giving the remuneration that's at par is what the person is doing. That's very good. You also gave us the findings and recommendations. One of the recommendations you mentioned was commending the good job when it is needed. We took in all this. questions will come at the end. Thank you for that. Now, our second paper will come from Dr. Obiora Kenneth Ekezie. I don't know if he's I don't know about his slides now. Are they uploaded, the slides?
Yes.
Dr. Obiora, are you ready? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, while Dr. Obiora is coming, let me read his brief bio. Dr. Obiora Kenneth Ekezie earned his master's and doctoral degrees in linguistics from the University of Ibadan. He teaches linguistics and African language at the University of Lagos. He is a phonologist and social linguist with keen research interest in Nigerian languages, both signed and spoken. He has numerous publications in peer-reviewed journals and books. Dr. Obiora is committed to advancing linguistic knowledge, promoting language preservation and language aspects. We now give it to Dr. Obiora to present his paper on assessing sign language in Lagos. And please, let me tell the ICT operator to be moving the slides. When Titulayo was presenting, only the first slide was seen throughout the duration of our presentation. Could you please move the slides? That's the essence of having these slides, for us to see and go along as they present, please. Thank you very much. Dr. Obiora, you can now go on. Go on, Dr. Obiora, you have 15 minutes.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Obiora Kenneth. So I'm talking here on assessing sign languages in key domains in Lagos. This is actually a preliminary study on sign language access in places considered key to the quality of life. That's depth to use and the depth of system. So, like you know, sign language is the language of them. And about 9.5 million people are considered deaf or hard of hearing. And according to guidance for May 12, says that 10% of Lagosians are deaf. So approximately, because this is 2024. So the number could have either gone high or down. But we need to understand that in Nigeria, I know we talk about spoken languages, many spoken languages, but there are varieties of sign languages. There is a sign language called American Sign Language, and it's what is majorly used for interpretation in various places like television, churches, and all that. There is an indigenous sign language, which is the sign language in our respective local communities. And there is also a sign English, which is a combination of indigenous sign language and American Sign Language. So, why are we talking about sign language? The reason is that in Nigeria, we have one official language, which is used in official setting. So, under categorization of several languages, we have the official language, which is English. Then we have the major indigenous Nigerian languages, which is Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. Then we have other media-sized Nigerian languages that you can see on the media, like the Edo, the Gala, the Ude. Then sign language can be classified as minority languages. You classify language based on their development, their uses, and all that. So sign language is one of those Nigerian languages. And we know that in Nigeria, only posterior laws that expressly guarantee that speakers of minority languages can have access to interpretation or bilingual information. For instance, if you go to court and you are charged with a particular offense, the law allows that an interpreter is given to the speaker of that language if he or she does not understand the language used by the court. I'm on the test like this. I think it's like open. Thank you. So available literature has shown that the obstacles and difficulties that deaf people suffer is as a result of what? The linguistic barrier. So being there in a place like Lagos that have more than 20 million speakers, comes with various social issues. and part of them is linguistic issues. So, just like this. So, we find out that there are various studies that look at language use in some certain domains, like hospital, like the use of computer handling in the hospital, in the schools, and all that. But there's none on sign language. So, the objective of this study is to we examine the use, that's like this. So the objective is to examine the use of sign language in areas considered very essential to the life of the deaf, such as hospitals. Deaf people also attend hospitals. They also go to courts. They also go to churches. So they also, some of them belong to political parties on a low key, and some of them could also have access to television for information. So the objective is to look at use of sign language in these places. There are some of us there, we don't have relatives that are there, so we don't know what to do. So the methodology, this is fairly a quantitative study, and at this stage, we employ observation methods. So because some of the data we are seeking for, or some of the data I was seeking for them, I was never able to get about the statistics, so we observe and present it. So to observe the language used in the hospitals, the sign language in the hospital, I visited two teaching hospitals, one at State and one at Yaraba. And I did that for every month. I go there once for 18 months or 12 months. Then I also visited 4 branches of Lagos State High Court to know if there are people that are having cases there, how is the cases handled. I also I attended big churches in Lagos, like 10. 10 big churches to see if there are people that attend the church, how they have access to information in that church. So I also observed 8 broadcasting television stations to see if they actually interpret their news and all that. Then I also listed 4 leading political parties to know if actually how they communicate to the deaf people. So one of the challenges I have in trying to get information, primarily to some of my findings, that most places I visit don't want to give information about how deaf people get to get information from them. And the results will show why, because in most places they don't have plan for that. So I want to report some of my findings. So yeah, thank you. So I found out that, in the hospital, if you go to one of the hospitals that I visited, you will see that there's a big signboard that says sign language interpreters are available. But in all my visits, it was only once that there was an interpreter, and the person came very, very late. There's an instance that there was somebody, that need to be attended to, and there was no interpreter. So I can say that